Hello, welcome to my fifth presentation on Kotlin AI Developer course. Now in this session, I will discuss all about functions. Now functions in Kotlin are defined using the word fun, F-U-N, keyword, and can have parameters. They could return the types and default values. Well, this fun or functions can support single expression bodies for concise syntax, and they are named as arguments for better readability. Kotlin it allows function overloading, same name, different parameters, and extension functions to add functionality to existing classes. Now, to demonstrate this concept, let us create a project or a program which counts words and letter frequencies from a user input. Now, to create it, all we need to do is to copy that to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will naturally generate the code for us in Kotlin. All we need to do now is to copy this generated code and paste it to our IntelliJ. Now in our IntelliJ, I have created a word count file and pasted the code that, that ChatGPT generated for us. And let me explain it line by line. Now, okay, so it's quite lengthy. Let's try to distill everything by simply removing some parts of the code to simplify the explanations. Okay. Okay, so here it's simple now. We have the first function, which is fun count words. It takes a string. So what will the function do? It would return text.trim.split. So this will split the uh, the input by spaces and count the words. So all it will do is, for example, the user will put in a certain a description or a number of or a series of words. Then, of course, in the series of words there will be spaces. This text that trim that split will take care of the spaces within the words, and then return the word count. So might as well try that by printing the word count. So let's use the function that we defined as count words, and then write, for example, my name is Michael, and all uh, as we can see, this my name is Michael has 4 words, so the expected value here is 4. We should have 4 from the system when we run the program. But let's try to analyze the second function first before running everything. Now here we define is alpha. Well, what is alpha here? It takes a character. So, and it should return a boolean, which is true or false. Now here we decide if the function or the character is alphabetic. Now the way to do that is we return if this ch is within capital A to capital Z, or that is essentially uppercase A to Z, or it would return some the character is in between lowercase a and lowercase z, so that is lowercase a to z. So in return, everything here will just check if the character will fall within uppercase a to z or lowercase a to z. And the way to check that is, let's try to print, say for example, a, and let's try to test if it is alphabetic, and we know it's alphabetic, it's capital A. So if we use is alpha function here that we defined, we expect something here that he will return a boolean which is true. So let's try to test it. So it's building the program, and after a while our program is up. So it's compiling. So it takes a while. So we wait for it. So our program is up. Oh, it's correct. So A is indeed alphabetic, as we know. That is true, and the word count is 4. So I have explained the first and the second function. Now let's try to analyze the whole thing. So the function to count the letter frequency. So here we defined a function that will count the letter frequency. Now in the previous sessions we have discussed a mutable map. So the mutable map of will take a character and an integer. So that's the key and the value. Now the mutable map to store letter counts. Now for the ch, as we have defined, we have to check if ch is indeed alphabetic. So how do we check if it is alphabetic? We have to use the isAlpha function that we have defined here. So that's the purpose of the isAlpha that we have defined before. Simply to check if it is alphabetic, and then if it is alphabetic, we have to convert it to a lowercase character. So to convert it to lowercase. So after converting to a lowercase, we have to use the letter frequency get or default. Now this get or default will check if the character exists in the map. So for example, we type in my name is Michael, so he will go through every letter in that my name is Michael. So every letter there will be checked if the character, for example, exists in the map. If it is existing already in the map, it returns the current frequency. For the first encounter, the default is 0. So in order for us to take note of the count, we have to append it by 1. So in return, we update the count for our first encounter of that letter. So and so on. So well, if the character is not in the map, it returns null or 0. So we do not take that to account because the character ch is not in the map. And then return the letter frequency. So return the frequency map. Now in order for us to run the program, let's have a main. So we assign the scanner so to take the input of the user. So we print enter text. So we assign scanner.next line, and then we count the words. So we use our count words function. So the count words, it takes in a text, and then we have to print the corresponding word count, $ word count, and then might as well have the frequency of the letters. So we utilize the letter frequency function that we have defined. The letter frequency function will take in a text or string. Okay, now we have to print the letter frequency, $letter frequency, and finally close the scanner. So let's try to check if the program works. So we run the program. So Kotlin is building our program. So we wait for it. Takes a while to compile everything. So compiling. So it takes a while. Everything is being compiled, and okay, our program is now up. So let's enter a text. So again, my name is Michael. So it's the word count there is 4, so that's obviously correct. So here we have M3. So that's correct. We have three M's. So we have three M's and we have one Y. Yes, and we have one N for the name, and so on. Now the thing is, let me explain it. In this letter frequency get or default, for the first encounter, for example, the letter for the character M, your first encounter there with the letter M, the default value is indeed zeros. So in order for us to account for the first encounter, we have to append by 1. So in the second encounter, the default value there is 1 because it will return the current frequency. But in order for us to take note of the second encounter, the count of that, we have to append by 1 again, and then obviously m equals 2. And for the third encounter, the default value there, or the current frequency there, is 2, and then we have to append that again by 1 in order for us to append the count, so that finally we get something like a 3. And we continue that, we loop through all of the letters until we reach L. Here L is just 1. So here I have demonstrated how to create functions in Kotlin by simply counting the words and its corresponding letter frequency. Now in the next sessions, I will discuss about API in Kotlin. But for now, that's all, and thank you.